Hello everyone, my name is Jeevan. Today I'm going to explain the Linux basic commands. The Linux basic commands related to the file operation. Let, let's say you want to open the file and create a file and want to create a multiple file in one go and how you can see the content of the existing file and all. So let's get started. So here it is Linux instance running in my virtual box. How you can set up the Linux instance and how you can get the VirtualBox images that I already explained in my previous video. So in this video, I'm going to get into the file operational commands in detail. So I'm going to create a couple of file first, and then I will show you how to run the operation, how you can see the content of the file and how you can add content into the file and how you can merge the multiple file and how you can uh, rename the file or how you can change the file operation. So to create a file, there is a good command is a cat command. So using cat command, I'm going to create a file in this instance here. So the cat command, just the cat uh, and the file name. That's it. So before creating file, I'm going to check first where I am. So I'm inside the home OS boxes. So let me see list here. What are the folders and available? So I already created one folder for, or before it, I can create another folder here. So let me create another folder for our practice only. mkdir uh, practice. So if you see here, you can see now new folder practice created. So I will go inside this practice folder. So home OS boxes practice. So now if you hit the pwd, you will see you are inside the practice. So you can see list the content into this folder. It's nothing there. So now I'm going to create a two file here using cat. So cat file one. So it will ask you to uh, create. So there is cat is also used to see the content of the file and as well as create a file. So when with the cat there are several way you can create or add the content. Let's say you wanna create a fresh file. So use the cat and this direct symbol and give the file name. So it will create an empty file and it will also ask you to enter the content into it. So let's say you wanna put hello, it is file one in practice directory. That's it. So control D to go back. So now if you hit list all, you can see the file one created. So now I have a one file one created here. Let's say I want to see the content of the file one. So using the same command, the cat, I can see the content of this file as well. So cat file one. So you can see the content of this file. So if you just want to see the content of the file, you'll hit the cat and the file name. And if you just wanna create a file, then you'll hit the cat, the redirect key and the file name. So the redirect that this upwards key is used for redirecting the content uh, from one file to another file as well. Let's say you have a two file. Let me create another file first, file 2 here. Okay, so hello, it is file 2 in practice directory. So now you can see file 2 here. So we have here two file, one file 1 and one file 2. So now we want to, for example, we want to redirect the content of file 1 into the file 2. So how you can do this? So cat command, using the cat command, you can redirect the content of the file, the source file name. Then you can put the double uh, this way, just the single this and the file 2. So if you do the cat file 1 again, you can still see the content on the file 1. And if you do cat file 2 now, you will see the content of the file 2 is changed now. So we redirected the content of the file 1 into the file 2 as well. So you can see the both file has the same content here. So that will be useful. Let's say you want to override the configuration of one file into the another one. So you can use this command to do this operation. Okay, so now let's say you have uh, file files created already, file 1 and file 2, and you currently we have redirected content of the file 1 to the 2. So currently the file 1 and file 2 has the same content. So I wanna add few more line into the file 2, for example. So how I can do this? Using the double redirect key and the file 2, I can put the additional content into it. So this is, let's say, just put the anything here. This is file 1 in practice directory, and it's a new content into file 2. For example, I'm adding this line into it. So now see what is in file 2. So you can see using the cat command, I just added another line into the existing file. So how you can add the another line? Just use the double redirect key. Let's say you wanna redirect, just redirect the content of one file to another. Use just single forward key. And if you want to create a fresh file with content, just use the cat forward key and the file name, and it will ask you to enter the content into it. So using the cat, there you can perform so many operation. You can create the file, you can create the uh, file with content, and you can merge the file also. You can redirect the content of one file to another, and you can merge the multiple file into one file also. Let's say, for example, we have currently two file. Okay, so let's see what is in file 1. File 1 has this contain, and file 2 has another one more line. So I wanna create another file, for example file 3, and I wanna keep the content of both two existing file into the new file. So how I can do this? So that's sort of merge operation you can perform into the files. So I will put the cat 1 and the another file cat 2, then I will redirect it into file 3. So in this case, there was no file 3. So it's going to create file 3 first, then putting the content of the file 1 and 2 into the file 3. And for example, if there is the file 3 is already there, then it's just going to merge the content of both existing file into the new file. which is already created. So meaning if the file is not there, it's going to create the file first, then put the configuration, the content of the files into the new file just created. If the file is already there, so it will be merging the content of the source files to the new file. So let's see what what happens. So first I will check whether we have any new file or not. Now we have file 3 here. So let me see what is in file 3. You can see now. So the file 1 has the content just 2 line, file 1 and the second one has these many lines, and now in the file 3 we have the content of the file 1 and as well as file 2. And you can see it also created file 3, it's on because there were no file 3 available. Okay, so now another thing, in this one I just hit the command like this, file 3, file 1 and 2 content should go to the file 3 here. So in this example there were file 3 were not there, so it created the file 3 first, then move the content of the file 1 and 2 into the file 3 that you can see just here. So I also want to show you. Let's see, I have existing file. Let me create the file first, file 4 here, without any content, file 4. So let me see whether file 4 is there or not. We have file 4. Let me see what is in file 4. There is nothing in file 4. So now I'm going to move the content, uh, merge from the operation, file 1, file 2, go to file 4. So the difference between the previous operation and this one is that in previous operation the file 3 were not created, and so it first created the file then moved the content of both file into the file 3. Now this one I already have file 4 created, so let's see how this react in this case. So let me hit it. So it did not give any error, so it has done the operation. So let's see what is in file 4 now. So you can see, so it did the move of both file content into the file 4. The file 4 were existing there. So meaning if their file not already there, so it's going to create the file, then move the content of the listed files that you specify before the move into the new file. If the file is just already there, so it's going to move the content of the files into uh, the destination file. That's it. So I just explained the cat operation. So cat is very helpful, um, creating, merging, um, moving content, appending the content into, and so these many operation we can do into the cat. So now I'm going to add more content into file 1. Let me see what is currently in file 1. There is just 2 lines, so I'm going to add a lot of line into it. So using cat, let's say uh, this file 1. So hello, it is file 1 and line number 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, line 11, line 12. I'm just creating content the larger files, so I will show you more operation what uh, we can run and how we can see the difference viewing the content. Let's say in real case, you will not just have the 2 line into the file. Let's say you have some log file, you want to filter something into the log file. So how you can see, because the log file will be keeping huge data, so how you can capture the content into, and how you will see the difference viewing the file if, when you use the cat or other viewer command, file viewing command. So I have created these many, uh, 20 21 line to 25, 20, just 27 and all, blah blah this. So this is in my just created. So this is in my clear. So I just want to show you how the cat will show you the content. Let me hit cat file 1. So it is starting from the line 1, so it is the one page you can see here, and it's directly taking you to the bottom of the content, so you are not able to see initial content here. So let's say you want to see the start of your file, not the end of the file, or maybe you want to see the page wise, and or maybe you just want to see the last bottom lines only. So I just want to show you the variant, the other commands available in Linux to see the file content in a more granular way. So the less, the first one is the less. I'll show you when you will see the content of the file using less, so how you will see the difference. So let me show you less first. When you hit the less, it's going to show you the content of the file in a page wise. How it is going to show you? This way. See, you can see. So it is showing you the first page, and then it will ask you to enter, and it will take you further down this way. So the when you hit the less command, so less will open a file contain, but it will ask you to press the key to go further down. Okay, so then however you can't, let's say you want to go back and see the above the first line again, so you can't see this. So the issue, or not just, I mean, I just want to give you the variant, the very lot of option available seeing the content of the file. So let's say you'll have to decide how you want to see the content of the file, and what the command will fit for your use and what situation. So let's say you wanna see, I will tell you the more. If you hit the more file 1, it is also showing you the first page first, and then you can enter, it will show you next page and take you to the bottom. However, in if you see the content of the file using more command, so you can go further up as well. You can go back and see your previous page as well. But in case of the less command to see the content, you can go page by page, but you cannot go back to see the previous page. So I'm just trying to give you the more option viewing content of the file, so you will have, so that you will have more privilege and more option while working with the file uh, in the Linux. The another one, uh, we have head. So for example, I hit head file 1. So head is going to show me the top 10 lines of the file. So there may be the case where you just want to see the first 10 lines of your file. So you are just going to hit the head and the file name. So it's going to show you just top 10 line. So it will be very easy for you to make the operation and find the information into the files. So another is the tail. As the name suggests, tail will show you bottom 10 lines of your file. Let's say you want to see the content. Let's say you are working on some log file or any some file, and you are sure that the changes, the log event are in recent last 10 lines only. So this command will be useful in this case. You can directly hit the tail, the file name, so that you can directly go into the real intended log section. Instead, navigating whole file. The logging file can be very big in reality. So this will be very useful when you are sure that you feel the bottom 10 line is going to give the answer of your desired outcome. So you can go and hit this command, then tell head more or less I just explain you. So these are the extension of viewing options available viewing the file in the Linux system, and file contain, and the creating file and modifying file and merging file contain, etc. Okay, so now next the touch command. The touch command is also very useful, powerful command in Linux. What is the use of touch command here? So touch command is also used to create a file. You can create file using touch. In addition, you can create multiple file using touch command in one go as well. And another thing, along with it, you can modify the access time, the working time of the file system at the file in the folder directory you have. Let's say you want to do some operation or something based on the access time of the file. So use the touch command instead the other working command. Let's say, let me show you. You can see the time is showing like this. If you see the current time here, so it shows not in a date format. See, so it is 6/9. So the operation we just did, let's say I do cat file 4. So I have seen the content of file, but it's not going to modify the content, the access time of the file. So if I see the file again here, list status, so file 4x is time is still showing 600, not the recent time 6/9. So let's say you wanna update the file this time, the access time, and there are different times available. The access time you want to modify, and the modify, let's say modify, put the content into the file, so that also going to be changed. So when you do the prefer operation using touch command into the file, so it's going to change that access time, modify time, and the change time of the file as well. So let me show you how you can create multiple files. Let's say we have file created 1 2 3 4 5. So let me, there may be situation, let's say you want to create multiple 5. So I'm going to create file 5, files 6, files 7, file 8. So now you can see you will have these many files in one go instead creating each file every time. So it is useful to create empty file as well. So I hope you notice when you were creating the file using cat, so it were asking you to put the content into it. So when you hit this, so you get the next line, you need to put something or you have to close the screen. But in case of this touch command, so you can create the multiple empty file in one go, and as well as you can change the access time of the file. I'll show you after some time this that now you can see that the file were created at 6:11. So let's wait for 1 minute, then I will show you. I'll make the operation into uh, this file 8. Then you see the time got changed here. But when you are viewing the content of the file using cat or doing some changes into it, so the time are not getting changed. So using the touch, you can change their access time, modify time, or change time that will also be getting updated every time whenever you will do the operation using the touch command. So the touch command is useful for creating multiple empty file, one empty or multiple empty file in one go, and it will change the timestamps of the file as well. So there are three types of timestamps: the access time, modify time, and change time. The change time is the metadata related time. Let's say you change something, the content of the file, and the what changes you did, and wh- at a what time, the differential change time will also will be reflected. So this way you can see the content, and and they modify the time using of the file using touch command. So okay, so now today I have just tried to cover pretty much the file operation related commands. The cat command, which is very useful command to see the content, creating the file, appending the text into the existing file, or merging the content of the file, multiple file into one file, or overriding the content. So these many operation we ran into file in the Linux file using cat. And the touch command is useful for creating an empty file or multiple empty file, and as well as you can change the timestamp of the file as well. Apart from this, I also shown you the live operation using operation into the file using less works in a way that when you open a file using less command, so it will show you page by page, and you'll have to hit enter button to go into the next page. Once you go into the bottom of the file, then it will not allow you to go back. However, using more, the view of the file, the viewing file content of the file will be in the same way. It will allow you to go page by page, and as well as you can go previous page as well. The head will show you top 10 line of the file, and tail will show you the 10 bottom line of the file. That's it in this video. Hope this has been informative to you. If you like uh, the content that I try to show in it, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.